isn't it? Now, the purpose of Mother's Day, but some people would argue, isn't just to acknowledge the pains, the sorrows, and the sacrifices of mothers or those who are mother figures in our lives. We would also say that the unconditional love that we experience from people who are in the position of mothers to us is why we have to celebrate Mother's Day. It is the 4th celebration this year. And there's been this question, almost like nobody's asking anymore, why do we have to celebrate Mother's Day every other time? May 14th, 2023, as in Nigeria and the world over, there is the International Mother's Day celebration to acknowledge that indeed there are such humans as angels amongst us. And they don't go on holidays, they don't rest, they don't take a break. They are just mothers all day long, all year round, all of the days of their lives. And I think that's a great place to celebrate mothers in the house this evening. And just so not to talk about the pain alone, as I said earlier, we are here for a potpourri of all that it makes to celebrate motherhood and mothers. Indeed, the 2023 media industry's Mother's Day celebration promises to be all things fun, and we're in for a jolly great ride. My name is Melanie Ishola, and today we begin by taking you through a very special report curated to celebrating mothers. Do take a look.
There is a special place in heaven for women who support other women. Those are words from Madeleine Jana Kobe Albright, an American diplomat and political scientist who served as the 64th United States Secretary of State from 1997 to 2001. We need to reverse the stereotype that women do not support other women. There is a research that shows women in particular benefit from collaboration over competition. I spoke to Moses Folashade, the Vice President, Growth and Marketing Team of She Leads Africa, a platform that gives women the community, information and inspiration they need to live the lives of their dreams.
So you saw a need for us to see women. How do we equip our women in these African regions? How do we equip them to be able to stand firm, to be independent, to be ambitious, to be able to climb up that career ladder, whether as an entrepreneur or as a career woman? So we know that we saw the need, or we saw the problem is there. There is basically no reason for us to shy away from the problem. But what we actually as Africa, what we are after is, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? What's a solution to this problem? How do we equip these women, regardless of these challenges? How do we help them to climb through that ladder? How do we help them to transition into just being a more career woman, to becoming whether a team lead in the organization, or even to executive positions, or even how do we equip them to be just an SMEs or businesses that would also in turn help other people, increase employment, and not just be like what's the right word? Be solution givers as well, to their society or to their community.
Study after study shows women who support women are more successful in business. New research in the Harvard Business Review finds that while both men and women benefit from having a network of well-connected peers across different groups, women who also have an inner circle of close female contact are more likely to land executive positions with greater authority and higher pay.
Statistics have shown, even in terms of women accessing finances, in terms of women getting this kind of roles they should get, we all know that there is a hurdle. So why? You mentioned one of these. I think it's our society. From time past, women are expected to be homemakers. So seeing a lot of women pursuing careers, climbing the social ladder, trying to build something of themselves is considered an abnormality.
The truth is that raising each other up and channeling the power of collaboration is truly how we'll change the equation. There is indeed power in the pack. You realize your strengths and make the table better. A report released by the International Finance Corporation in partnership with the Nigerian Exchange Limited reveals that women hold 20% of executive positions in corporate Nigeria, but only 33% are in the workforce. This means that the average percentage of women at the executive level is 20%, which is higher than the global average of 17%. This also means that others who are not in this category are either homemakers, entrepreneurs, caregivers, those in the informal sector, or probably unemployed. So, who is helping the woman who is not on the top executive level, who is not educated but has the knack for business and is seeking for that one singular opportunity to grow?
A lot of our programs are actually targeted to female entrepreneurs from the age of 18. So most of the women were reaching out probably universities, just coming out of school. And from there, why a lot of people are still figuring out, I want to get a job, we're already giving you resources to, okay, you can build a business. Do you have an idea? Can we help you incubate? And we have the high growth coaching program that we do for that. 3 months acceleration, you're paired with a female coach, and then you're able to actually scale up your business. We're able to give you access to investors to provide funds for you.
So Shili's African major name is for women to grow out of being average to being that ambitious woman. Being that woman who is not just intelligent, not just smart, but is capable of, moving mountains, let me say, is capable of doing well in the capacity where she is, and it can even do more. So we are all about helping our community change that mindset of, oh, I can't do it too. I'm capable of doing more. So that is actually our aim. So in what area, in what capacity whatsoever, whether entrepreneurship, whether career, even our lifestyle, that is why you can see that in our social media platforms. We are not all after, oh, okay, we are all after everything. How do we share various resources about life, about, okay, your career, transition into tech, a lot of these things that we know that our community need is what we share in a fun way, because we know that life is hard already, but then you don't have to take it also serious.
Helping someone, especially another woman, recognize her self-worth and supporting her in her growth journey are both priceless and rewarding. Find your squad and tap into them. Who will be your go-to group of women if you had an emergency? If you need an honest advice or wanted a key business tip? We rise by helping others grow. Happy Mother's Day to all our beautiful women.
Okay. Guys, we've got bad news. Only 2 mini noodles left. Relax. We're going to play a game to it. It's going to be fun. Food is ready, yo. Okay, guys, this is how we're going to play this game. I'll spin the knife, it ends on you, you eat. Now. Yes! Yes! All right, let's do it again. Yeah! Bastard. Hey. All right, let me do it again.
Baba, how far now?
Wait for that. No, not tonight. Wait, calm down now. Wait, guys, just wait. I finished. Wait.
Mini-me, taste the fun.
Flex. You don't want no stress.
Guru!
Just want to flex. Hi there, my beautiful people. My name is Kofi the Guru. Yes, and this is where I love to chill. Toby Royal Suites, right in the heart of Ikeja, where 22 Sule Abuka Street off Okwebi, just 10 minutes away from the local and international airport. You can come here at any day, anytime, and just relax. This place is very serene, it is secure, we have CCTV cameras, and then of course we have Wi-Fi enabled televisions and Wi-Fi for you. Any meal of your choice on demand is also available. Also have car hire service for you. All apartments are luxuriously furnished, fully fitted kitchen with Bosch microwave and granite worktop. So what are you waiting for? Come on, come here and cheers. Fly away, be my way now.
Indeed, we cannot talk about Mother's Day without talking about women. That seem to be the crux of the matter when we talk about motherhood. And interestingly, I have seen so many women suffer under the burden of being a mother. And I strongly believe that women shouldn't do it alone. Going through the reports that we just saw, indeed, you would believe that when women would come together and collaborate and bear each other up, a lot can be achieved, and in such a short while even. I'd like to talk about patterns or pathway to motherhood. And it's quite interesting that in modern day, there are several pathways to motherhood, and we've indeed also seen women suffer depending on the path that they have chosen to motherhood. Thanks to science, we have the IVF, the surrogacy method, and you could simply do child adoption. And for what that matters is that if you cater to another human, you're a mother. And we are indeed here today to celebrate you. Now, in the spirit of this celebration, my first discussion would take me to what it means for women to support women. This would be a very big conversation, and I need you to gear up, because to discuss this with me, I have a pretty amazing panel of great women who have come from different walks of life, but are leaders in their own rights. And first, just by my side, is the very Honorable Jumoke Okoya-Thomas. She is a former member, House of Representatives, and state women leader for the All Progressives Congress, the APC. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So good to have you.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Indeed, we would invite you again and again. Right, and next to her is Ife Onyegbule. Normally, I would say my Oga. Ife Onyegbule is a veteran broadcast journalist. She's the Director General, Imo State Broadcasting Corporation, IBC Owerri, and of course, she had to fly in to be a part of this program. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Of course, when it's about women, I'll always make out the time. I almost missed my flight, but thank God I didn't. I'm here today.
I'm grateful you
So
made
that's
it. Thank you. And in it next to her is Ife Usin. Ife Usin is the founder, Women in Export, Trade and Investments. And I think we have a lot of money talks here today.
Oh, yes, we do. Talking about women, you cannot separate women from economic empowerment, economic impact.
So true.
You know, we are someone would say we are the financiers. We are the ones that control the money.
Absolutely.
Invariably.
Absolutely.
No matter where you put us.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to be here.
It's such a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to have you.
Thank you.
And indeed, I have just next to her, I have Tosin Ajayi, a veteran media practitioner, the former MD, Global Excellence Magazine. So great to have you this evening, ma'am.
Thank you for having me.
And indeed, it would be great to first say to all of you, or maybe all of us, Happy Mother's Day.
Same.
I wish you the same.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Does a
And
Mother's
to
Day go
everybody,
without you getting that greeting? And I've thought about it over and again. And I said I was going to ask that first.
I think it's become, you celebrate mothers every day. I woke up this morning asking, every day you wake up, there is Happy Mother's Day on social media. So I asked the question,
Right.
I said, I guess the men will be as jealous as can be, because every day you're celebrating a woman. If it's not your wife, it's your daughter or your mom or your sister. But I think with the kind of work that women do, whether in the office, whether at home, because people look at women and you say, oh, she's just a housewife. Do you have an idea what she does?
Right.
You know, just sitting at home.
The job description is lengthy.
As a housewife. Nobody has an idea what the job description is. So I think that women need to be celebrated every day. It's a lot of work. And I think they should put it in their CVs also. Being a woman is a lot of work.
That's a great place to clap.
I agree. I agree.
So I see
And there's no woman you wish Happy Mother's Day that you won't find smile on her face. Because whatever you're going through, once you hear that, it calms you down. That somebody somewhere is recognizing your efforts.
It feels like a due acknowledgement of what it takes to function in your capacity as a mother. And indeed, I think this leads us to a very essential conversation. And I would not hold this conversation in the light of all women are women's problem. I've always stood to say, no, we're not each other's problems. This is a construct, but I may be wrong. And then I said to myself, there would be a great platform as this to quickly trash it and put it in the bin forever. And so the narrative that women are women's problems, I know you've heard it. I'm not asking it as, oh, have you heard it? You have heard it. Indeed. And I'd like to know that, is this a construct thrown to us, say, by patriarchy or whatnot? or is it actually true? What would your own take of this be? And I would like to start with you, ma'am. You've been in the House of Assembly 3 times. And
House
indeed,
of
representative, I meant to
Yes,
say, please.
yes.
Yes, so let's talk about this.
I used to hear this, and one thing I made up my mind to do is not to pay attention on that, to look at things from positive angles, because if you do, you won't be able to do anything for other women out there. My job is to look at women and see where we can change the narrative. What you have said, that we women are ourselves problems. So what we do is what I believe the government has set into place, meaning my governor of Lagos State has created agencies and parastatals to help women. He has inclusiveness in his cabinet. I mean, for the first time, we have like 13 women in his cabinet.
Absolutely.
And those people in that cabinet, those women in the cabinet, they are meant to make sure we have more women. That's inclusiveness. More women representatives. Because I had focused on, and I have not thought about what maybe other women are saying, we were able to get more women in the National Assembly. We were able to get more assembly women. By the grace of God, this coming government, I trust my governor that is going to include even more women. So my advice to women out there is to ensure that the reason why they're in government is what they focus on, not what people are saying.
About
or
what the leadership of women is,
yes,
or
please.
the involvement of women.
Yes,
We
please.
still carry on this conversation, and I'm taking it to Ife to advance it from what the Honorable Okoya had said. So essentially, women are not women's problem, are they?
No, they're not. I want to align with what she just talked about. And I've always said it to women, because I'm one. Sometimes I stand on the other side of the divide when people say give things to women. I don't believe in giving things to women. And I say to women, if you want the shirt, get in the ring and fight for it.
Absolutely.
You go to school, you spend the same years, you know, in school. The same 9 months. That's what you were. Your mom carried you before you were born. Why do you want special, you know, treatment? Give me this, give me that. Even during elections, I say to people, don't give women forms. Let them buy it.
Prove their
Work
worth.
towards it. You need to prove your worth. As I say to young people who are coming up in broadcasting, no one is going to give you anything. That's what I say to them. And if you decide that you want to go sleep with men in broadcasting, it's either you know the job or you don't. You're going to jump from bed 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of the day, you wouldn't get the job.
How many bets
And
have
I
you
say
won?
to them, you have to be as good as anybody can think of. You have to be as good as it is with your craft so that you will not be neglected. So I want to also take it back home to what it is that my own governor is doing. People say to him, oh, why are you looking this way? The man says, look, I go to find who it is that can do the job. There are quite a number of women also in his own cabinet, as I'm talking about Senator Hope Nwakwesi of Imo State. He's looking the way of women getting to do it. I remember when I first came into office, when he appointed me, people wondered, she's so young. How do you have this young DG? And I said to them, by the way, in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be 50. And I said to them, it's not about age. I've put in 23 years in broadcasting. What else do you want? I've set up radio stations. I've trained people. I can point to a wide range of men, women that I've trained. I have foot soldiers who are doing well in the profession. So I say to women, that narrative of women being enemies of women, I think it's some narrative that some very cocky men put together and throw at women, and you want them to fight. There's nothing like that. I've had women who support me, who have cheered me to say, go on, you can do it. And women need to understand that if you don't ask, nobody will help you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You must open your mouth to say, I want this. And some try to, you know, they want to have it so cheap and easy. I remember as a young presenter, I went to interview Mrs. Bimbo Oloide. I got there late. And as I came in, the woman, she blasted me. Is this what you people are doing these days? And all that and all that. I said, ma'am, it was traffic. She says, no. When you have an appointment, work it out.
Absolutely.
Leave early so you can get there on time. But after that, you know, conversation we had, she now put me at ease, and we
And
had
you were
a
able to do your
wonderful
job.
conversation.
Amazing.
And that's so many, over the 1,000 women that I've interviewed.
Thank you.
Many people talk about women, but there are women and there are women. Many of them are there. They want to show you the right way. And I'm just saying to other young women, just open your heart, open your mind, ask questions. You'll find someone who will hold your hand and lead you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I think if I allowed you, you could go on and on. And that definitely does require that we do something to celebrate what we've heard from the Honorable Okoya and Ifeogbe. Can I have some celebration of these amazing gems that have been released for us? Thank you. So, very quickly, I want to advance it, and I'm going to Tosin and Ajayi. My interest essentially would be to talk about navigating power structure. You are a woman in leadership. You've led for years, if I wouldn't even say decades. And can I talk about how easy it is to lead as a woman, or not?
It's natural. Women are natural leaders.
Absolutely.
That is what God created us to be, the missing rib. But have you noticed how most of our husbands are, quote and unquote, lost without us?
Right.
No.
True.
Leave your home for 2 days and leave the kids with the man. To
Recipe for disaster.
clothe, bathe, feed,
No.
take to school, come back and do the homework. Within 3 hours, you will get about 15 phone calls from the man. So, when did you say you're coming back? What do I do with this? How do I do this? I can't deal with this. At different intervals, you have different phone calls, complaining about your absence and asking you to come back in time. Why? Because they're completely lost without you. Now, I want to leave
The home front.
all this power structure and take us back to our tradition. Who were the breadwinners of the homes in the days of our grandmothers? The women. Women. Are you not the ones that went to the farm early in the morning to bring the wood and the yam that they will eat? Are you not the ones that go to the stream late in the evenings to bring water for the household? What does the man do? They attend town meetings, sit down and talk about
Represent the
God
family.
knows what, and then they stroll into the farm in the afternoon. Have you roasted yam? Have you roasted corn? Put this one there, put that one there. Why did the theater people, how many theater people are in the house?
Quite a number.
Quite a number. Nollywood. I can see you guys, ladies. In the days of our fathers, Ogunde, Doladipo, Afolayan, they married wives, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why? Labor force. Labor force.
True.
It was the women that held all those groups together.
And the economy as well.
And the economy as well. Who were the ones who went in front, even in the days of Moremi, Amina, to fight for our freedom? Women.
So how did the constructs come about? Because this seemed to be a pretty interesting angle to the entire
because
conversation.
women
so I want
now
to look at the angle where now it seems there is a divide in what should be the role. And I talk of when we come from traditional angle, when they say to you, traditionally men would lead, men would go for meetings, men would represent, and women would stay back. Essentially, how did we get lost in this conversation of where the real power belongs and why we think women are relegated? Well, as a matter of fact, they're the real power brokers.
You know, personally, I can. I've met all of those conversations. Funny enough, I came from the corporate world. Now I'm like the president of the Women in Export, doing the entrepreneurial thing. and have thought about it. I think it's just a misunderstanding of what the female represents. Women are multitasking, multi-talented, and when you are the person that is in front doing all the activities, there is bound to be some comments, quarrel, argument. You need to. Have you seen a leader that doesn't quarrel? That doesn't try to straighten things up? That doesn't give instructions?
It's not possible.
If you're the one on the war front, you will be the one giving the commands. It doesn't matter who the other captain is, who is bearing the flag. You will be the one giving the command. You will be the one checking out the soldiers, their preparedness, like the children, their preparedness. Even though daddy could be the engineer trying to put them through the additional mathematics homework,
That's right.
you will still be the one to be sure that it is done at the end of the day.
The work stops with you.
Honestly, it does. And personally, I've experienced a couple of, having some clashes with some of my ladies in my corporate life. But I have come to understand that that happens because we are out there.
Absolutely.
We are the ones doing the work.
And women need to get out there
Thank
even
you.
more. And that would be a great message to take from you.
And I agree with her.
Yes.
Do not give a woman a low bar because she's feminine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let someone treat you, okay, you can stand there because you are a woman. Don't do it. Go forward.
Go forward and go for
forward.
it. I'm taking this conversation away, and I would stay with this particular panel again to discuss more and more. But of course, for want of time, we have to put all of this together. There will be a word from each and every one of us regarding what would represent women supporting women. Just one word each. What does it mean to say women support women?
Just one word.
Just a word.
Very important.
It's very important for
Very
women to support
important.
women. what would it mean for women to support
It's
women?
as simple as it is. Just ask for what you need. Find a woman who can mentor you, hold your hand, take you through it. That's
And get
what
the
you need.
support.
Yes.
And what would it mean to you?
If you want to be a woman that shines, be the rag that rubs off another gem in the woman.
Thank you. And to you,
Bootstrap. Bootstrap.
Bootstrap.
Get going. Go for what you want.
Go for what you
I
want.
want to relate to what she has
Thank
said.
you. Thank you so much. At this juncture, we'll go for a very quick break. To be right back.
Guys, we've got bad news. Only 2 mini noodles left. Relax, relax, relax. We're going to play a game to it. It's going to be fun. Food is ready, yo. Okay, guys, this is how we're going to play this game. I'll spin the knife. It ends on you. You eat. Now. Yes! Yes! All right, let's do it again. Yeah! Bastard. Yeah. All right, let me do it again.
About fun now.
Wait for that. No, not tonight. Wait, calm down now. Wait, guys, just wait. I feel straight.
Mini-me takes the fun.
Flex, flex, flex. You don't want no stress. Guru! Just want to flex. You know. Hi there, my beautiful people. My name is Kofi the Guru. Yes, and this is where I love to chill. Toby Royal Suites, right in the heart of Ikeja. We're at 22 Sule Abuka Street off Owerri, just 10 minutes away from the local and international airport. You can come here at any day, anytime, and just relax. This place is very serene, it is secure, we have CCTV cameras, and then of course we have Wi-Fi enabled televisions and Wi-Fi for you. Any meal of your choice on demand is also available. Also have car hire service for you. All apartments are luxuriously furnished, fully fitted kitchen with Bosch microwave and granite worktop. So what are you waiting for? Come on, come here and chill. Fly away, be my way now.
It's amazing to have you right here with us, and I know that you must have heard something about the Omega Wolf. So I guess we're going to get into that this evening. Again, my name is Melanie Ishola, and you're watching Media Industry's Mother's Day TV show 2023. And I have been talking before the break to pretty amazing and phenomenal women, and the conversations have gone from low points to high points, and our emotions, I believe, have run so wild here and there. And indeed, now we know that women are not other women's problem, and I don't know what narrative or how you want to look at it. You just have to listen to what we have coming your way, and it's a potpourri of a lot of things. And you want to stick around? This place is studded, and I have amazing, pretty amazing Nollywood celebrity mothers who are in the house about to bring to you nuggets and gems about how they lead their lives as women and mothers. Now, very quickly, I talk about the power of the pack, and I was talking about the Omega Wolf, and it's pretty exciting because there are all sorts of wolves, but for this particular Omega Wolf, you realize that their roles are sort of more challenging because they look out for whoever is the weakest or the least from amongst them, and they ensure that you can actually do this because we are here lending you a hand and giving you support. I believe that this is what it is when we talk about motherhood. You look at the structure of a family, and essentially the mother is saying, hey, baby, me, you can do this, and I'm going to teach you how you can do this and surpass me. And a lot of us here are testament of the fact that we've surpassed our parents, whatever it was that they achieved in their lifetime. So really, the Omega Wolf is a phrase I would use for women in my head anytime I think of it, partly also because I have personally benefited, just like Ifeanyi is saying, I think we should celebrate women in the broadcast industry, right? I've benefited a lot from a lot of women pushing me, Helen Oma Odeleye, and a host of other women who would say, Melanie, I believe you can do this, and you've got to do it. You can deliver on this. And then you take the challenge, and you push, and you move, and you do it. But then the importance of women working together is what I would like for us to speak to at this particular point in time. Some would say it takes a lot of accommodating and tolerance. Essentially, what is the place of accommodation and tolerance with women working with women?
I would like to take that.
Absolutely, take the floor.
Being in the group, in the industry or sector that I am in, it's people call me behind and say, you are really doing well. You're doing well. You're doing. Why? Because we have several women from all walks of life on the export group. I mean, it's open to anybody, any woman that is interested in going into export. We train, we connect them, we empower them. So in that process, you have a lot of, why did you say this? You didn't say it well to me. You need to. And I tell them, hey, this is an office space. Even though we are online, this is an office space. You don't talk like that to anybody in this group. Even though we are on WhatsApp group, it is our department. And so we have learned over the months to become that official when we talk in the WhatsApp group. We have learned to address ourselves as sisters. We have told ourselves we either go through holding each other's hand and make this exporting in Nigeria happen, or we fight and we give credence to the word that says women cannot work together. And we are learning each day to take the ones that can run very fast and to wait for the one that is slowing down and drag her if possible.
Drag along.
If possible, we drag her.
Come on,
Thank you.
All right, I'm loving this conversation. And please take the floor, Honorable Okoya.
Honestly, I agree with every word that came out of Efe's mouth. Because being a leader, a woman leader for that matter, I can tell you how difficult it can be. And you said something about tolerance. You tolerate to a level where you start being a fool. Do you understand what I'm saying? We women really and truly can be very difficult. And while you are doing that, you are also stepping on some toes, probably up there or
somewhere.
But your own job is to focus. Like I said earlier, you need to focus and get the job done. I want to win an election for my candidate. While doing that, I can be very rough. Because to be outside there is not easy at all.
It's almost permissible for men to be rough anyway. How
Yes,
do you
but
deal with that?
Exactly. And then you are now talking. So what I expect my core women to do is to give me the all the necessary support to get the job done. Together. So once you see a woman deviate from that laid down principle, then you have to shift and move elsewhere, because there are so many of them out there. Some of them can be very helpful. So when you focus on some of them, this one is not happy again. So how do you manage these women? Honestly, they can drive one crazy. When you are talking of women across Lagos State, women across Imo State, women across Anambra, I feel for the women on top. Not easy at all. But having said that, focus is the word. Focus to deal with this
And I'll
issue.
take this away from you. Thank you so much, Honorable. So may I please go to, yes, Tosin Ajayi. I mean,
I agree totally that the women who find themselves in position of leadership, guiding other women, you just have to be very prayerful and careful. Having done that, you must face the reality that if you fail, it won't be because
you are not
somebody
right.
is complaining about you. It will be because you yourself did not go for what you want. The truth is, attitude is the key to altitude. Whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, whether you are a child, boy or girl, your attitude to your goal is the key to how far you will go in that your objective. Continually drumming this into our subconscious is what gets, if they know that I'm not going to listen, if you are not doing what you should be doing to get to where you say you want to be, then you are wasting your time and the time of other people who want to progress. Continually inspiring the women that, you know, the sky is no more
the limit.
It's actually now the launching pad, the takeoff to where you are going. Every woman that wants to achieve must bootstrap. And what do I mean? Face front, squarely, leave all sentiments. I did a research briefly, going back to tradition.
yes.
In the house where there are 16 wives, the children of the wives who left all the sentiments and petty jealousies and faced their children, concentrated on their trade and made sure that their children got the best education, those children, that kind of woman's children,
They excel more.
Thank you. This is a very crucial addition to this conversation. Essentially to say that it's what you put in
is
that
what
you
you
get.
get.
Yes, there's no
Yes.
sentiment in this conversation. And I'd like to take from Ife before we make a
yeah,
round.
so much has been talked about. Everyone's talking about it from their own perspective. And I want to look at women in the media. There are quite a number of women who are taking positions now.
Very quickly.
You see women getting to the top of the career when you talk about broadcasting, which used to be seen as a profession for men, but the women are coming up now and they are taking full position. And I'm saying to the young ones who are coming up, you just talked about tolerance and support. How do you just have to tolerate. It's like having 5 children and you have some that go astray. You're not going to throw them away.
Absolutely.
You must find a way to work with them. And as young women, I always say to people, find those who are, before you. There's nothing new. They have walked the path. They will hold your hand. Because if you don't ask, you will not get. So I'm always for women asking for what you want.
And then you
and
can
be sure
get
that
it.
you're able to deal with it when you get it.
Thank you so much. Pretty interesting conversations. I mean, we should definitely have more Mother's Day celebration. And if I can legislate, it will be every month. So we can get to have discussions and celebrations like this. Indeed, amazing time we've been having. And you are watching the media industry's Mother's Day TV show 2023. We're going on a quick break to stay with us.
Guys, we've got bad news. Only 2 mini noodles left. Relax, relax, relax. We're going to play a game to it. It's going to be fun. Food is ready, yo. Okay, guys, this is how we're going to play this game. I'll spin the knife. It ends on you. You eat. Now. Yes! Yes! All right, let's do it again. Yeah! Bastard. Yeah. All right, let me do it again.
About far now.
Wait for that. No, not tonight. Wait, calm down now. Wait, guys, just wait. I feel straight.
Mini-me takes the fun.
Flex, flex, flex. We don't want no stress. Guru! Just want to flex. We don't want to... Hi there, my beautiful people. My name is Kofi the Guru. Yes, and this is where I love to chill. Toby Royal Suites, right in the heart of Ikeja. We're at 22 Sule Abuka Street off Owerri, just 10 minutes away from the local and international airport. You can come here at any day, anytime, and just relax. This place is very serene, it is secure, we have CCTV cameras, and then of course we have Wi-Fi enabled televisions and Wi-Fi for you. Any meal of your choice on demand is also available. Also have car hire service for you. All apartments are luxuriously furnished, fully fitted kitchen with Bosch microwave and granite worktop. So what are you waiting for? Come on, come here and chill. Fly away, be my way now.
There is a special place in heaven for women who support other women. Those are words from Madeline Jana Kobe Albright, an American diplomat and political scientist who served as the 64th United States Secretary of State from 1997 to 2001. We need to reverse the stereotype that women do not support other women. There's a research that shows women in particular benefit from collaboration over competition. I spoke to Moses Folashade, the Vice President, Growth and Marketing Team of She Leads Africa, a platform that gives women the community, information and inspiration they need to live the lives of their dreams.
So you saw a need for us to see women. How do we equip our women in these African regions? How do we equip them to be able to stand firm, to be independent, to be ambitious, to be able to climb up that career ladder, whether as an entrepreneur or as a career woman? So we know that we saw the need, or we saw that the problem is there. There is basically no reason for us to shy away from the problem. But what we